And starting off with a relaunch of this series where I kepo about everything under the sun, about properties and what my keponess wants to know with you all kepokias. I'm Lyndon and I hope that my keponess will help you satisfy that wandering urge to answer all your questions. And on today's episode, we have something close to our hearts. And you could either be the one that is pissed with the ending or felt that, honestly, it wasn't that bad of an ending. At least they answered all the questions. Cue the music. I say wrong version. That one is not Emerald Hill but Slum Hill. So for those that are the real kepokias, yes, you have guessed the topic for today, which is the famous Clear River Mansion or ZHANG that was featured in the show. So to start off, to burst your bubble like how Crazy Rich Asian bursts our bubble, hashtag still waiting for Crazy Rich Asian 2. The house that was featured in the show is not, and I repeat, not located on Emerald Hill. But at least the redeeming factor is that the house is actually in Singapore. So to get it out of the way first, let's kepo more about Emerald Hill first. Emerald Hill is located in between Centrepoint and Midpoint Orchard, just opposite Orchard Gateway. And currently, from what I KAYPOH, there isn't any mansion-like houses along Emerald Hill, as majority of them now are conservational shophouses or condos. So my guess, and from my research, is that likely last time maybe these condos such as 111 Emerald Hill, Urban Suites, Urban Resorts, Laurels, Cane Hill Crest, etc. could have been those huge mansions previously, but along the way, I guess the families that own these sold them off to developers for a huge sum of money to convert it into a condo, which sadly, my kepo skills don't have the depth to reach that far back. So hopefully, these images, which date all the way back to 2003 and present, can satisfy your keponess for now. So for the even more Thai kepokias, if you have some info on these lands and mansions on Emerald Hill, send them over to me, the kepokia, and I will do an update if possible. Comment here and I'll link up to you. So now that we have clarified about the houses along Emerald Hill and how the mansion Clear River was not at Emerald Hill, disappointing, just like Crazy Rich Asian. I have kepoed and found out some juicy info to share with all you kepokias too. Drum roll please. The address for the house is actually at 11 KAYPOH Hill. Please don't go there. Even I post the address, it's currently off limits to the public and it is also considered private property. But don't worry, I judge. Okay, kepo Lyndon got you. Before we take a look at the house, let's have an introduction and history lesson first, where we know more about this house and where it is and what it is currently zoned for. Kepo also must have education 1, okay? This is what we call active learning. Okay? The mansion is located at 11 KAYPOH Hill, which was supposedly completed in 1899. 1899! More than 100 years ago. It was meant to house the manager of New Harbour Dock Company. Not bad, Last time worked for a shipping company, got mentioned to stay also. Not bad. Wondering whether the PSA CEO, Mr. Ong Kim Pong, is also given a house near Keppel now to stay. Okay, but I don't think so because my kepo news is, I believe if you are the chief of something for a certain division, also have to buy your own house at Serangoon 1. So to pay homage to the classy people that have stayed in this mansion and the history, Rotate. Developed by Lermit and Westerhout, which merged and is still in operation today. They have developed and designed multiple renowned projects such as Raffles Hotel, MBS, and many others. Built back in 1897 with a house that offered a wonderful view of KAYPOH Harbour. The occupants in 1901, Mr. J. Llewellyn Holmes. In 1903, Mr. Alan Railton. In 1907, John Rumney Nicholson. 1916, Mr. Stanley Arthur Lane. 1923, Sir George Trimmer. 1939, Mr. H.K. Rogers. 1942, M.H.I. Seonan Shipyard Senior Staff. MHI stands for Mitsubishi Heavy Industry. So this was during the World War II. 1946, Mr. H.B. Beston. 1970s, it was the PSA Central Training School. So currently the house has been merged with certain plots and now sits on a weird shape which is zoned as hut at a land size of 98,720 square meters or 1,062,625 square feet, or as I like to say, 874 5-room flat. And based on the master plan, we do not see any residential plots of land, the closest only being towards Wishart Road. A big shout out to Jerome Lim, who shared such valuable insights of this house on his page, The Long and Winding Road. Before we see the makeover, here is what the house looked like before the $1 million revamp. And for those even more kaypoh, you can stay till the end for a kaypoh nugget I got for you. With that, let's get to the long-awaited kaypoh of what the show did for the house. First off, they spent $1 million to revamp the house, and honestly, from the previous condition of it to the one I saw in the show, I have to say, please share with me your contractor's contact, because that is quite a decent price you got. This $1 million, if I'm not wrong, included the construction, refurbishment, and also the rental of the items that were placed in the house for the show, such as this ridiculous $50,000 vintage wooden table. Don't know if it's paid 5% of the budget or rent cheaper, but the table actual cost is $50,000. PS, broadcast sale offer from me. Willing to lacquer brown for additional $1,081. Flat $2,000, include delivery fee, anywhere in Singapore. Okay, contact me. Why I'm so amazed is not that I'm saying $1 million is a small amount, because Toto also win $1 million. Okay, but the stark difference of the looks from the original to the show look, it seemed that the work done was significantly a lot, especially for those that watch the show. And I quote, over 2 months, the crew worked to refurbish the 2-story mansion, which is managed by Singapore Land Authority. The works included repainting, electrical rewiring, decorating, and building a functioning outdoor kitchen. The original tiled floors and hardwood floors were retained. The total cost for construction and refurbishment amounted to $1 million. 2 months. Mind blown. And my 4-room flat took 3 months to renovate. Hello, ID, what you doing? And what tops off the cream is that they even got the permission, which needs to be done by a QP, which charges high fees just for the submission. Those buying landed or staying landed, you know. So please, can the contractor for the show reach out to me so we can work together and collaborate? Before we end this episode, let us enjoy a walkthrough of the place. we leave, hello, Emerald Hill producers. I am Lyndon, and I believe that I can do a bit better justice for your hard work on the house. So if you are interested in a virtual tour so fans can enjoy your effort and hard work, or also a signature home tour by me, please do DM me and we can link up. Charges later can discuss. See what's left of your $1 million budget spend. I'm sure you can get some rebates of this virtual tour and signature home tour. Hit me up. CDC voucher also can use one. Hashtag, here are my credentials. Thank you for staying to the end of this KAYPOH series with me, and if you have anything you might want to KAYPOH more about, drop a comment or DM me and I'll try my very best, as promised, for those a bit more shady KAYPOH here. Here's the link for the illegal walkthrough. I'll see ya.